Well, I'll tell you, if you're any indication of how my subscribers feel, you've been waiting for an awful long time for another video. Well, let me I'm trying to shoot a video for my channel. Whatever you have to say is obviously not as important as what I'm trying to do right now. So, shame on me for not silencing my phone. Rule number 1. Silence the phone. Bye-bye. There we go. Alright. Shut that off. Now that we get that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Jason from Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check out this fine piece of Halloween greatness. And then we'll move on to the main course. So I got this at one of your local brick and mortar stores. I should have just called it a retail store, might have been easier. This is one of the coolest things I've ever gotten for a Halloween decoration, because literally this thing plays at least 50 different things. And it was all for 40 bucks. It's not very sturdy. It does require batteries. Batteries actually last pretty long on these things. Let's give it a listen, shall we? We've heard Dracula a few times. Let's change the channel.
Tuesday, I think. You'll both have to come over for dinner. Good afternoon, Mary. I'll see you later. Hi. Oh, you're just in time to give me a hand. Ooh. Well, these Indian summers, hot, too sticky. James, I've got to talk to you. Well, of course. What, anything wrong? You know, you haven't looked too good for the past month or so. Something on your mind? You through the squeaking door for another half hour of lovely chills and shudders.
All right.
Oh, before we begin tonight, I'd like to...
Enough of that. So, like I said, 40 bucks. I haven't seen it since, but it's pretty cool. Really? You weren't even paying attention. I mean, I know you've withered to nothing. I did finally get that Gallagher Galaxian video out. I know. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Well, in case you needed one, I always have an extra hand available. Alright, enough of the funny business. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. We're going to be focusing on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So in the summer of 1993, I saw a couple of commercials. Absolutely blew my mind. I never heard anything about it before, but apparently it was released in Japan previous to that. I was super excited. And then all of a sudden, couple episodes in, I can't really remember how many, the Green Ranger appeared. And I was instantly sucked in after that. Because my favorite color as a kid was green. So that would make sense why I liked the Green Ranger. So these collectibles are not the originals that came out in 1994 by Bandai. They are part of the Legacy editions. So, with that being said, let's get into it. And do me a favor. Pay attention a little bit more, will you? Alright, first one up. Like I said, it's from the 2016 Legacy Collection. This Green Ranger figure has multiple points of articulation and comes with some pretty cool accessories, if I don't say so myself. A lot better off than we were in 1994 with the Bandai collection, although those were pretty cool as well, just not to this type of detail. For our second figure, it's going to be from Power Rangers Super Mega Force. I still consider it part of the Legacy collection, though it's not officially. Not as many points of articulation as the last figure, but still pretty cool. A little smaller scale, stays closer to the original 1994 Bandai. Alright, next one up is going to be a re-release of the original 1994 Green Ranger figure. Even comes with a tattoo. Not as many points of articulation. Got some cool accessories. And it's got a Morphin change feature. A lot of figures in the early 90s, late 80s had this feature. Alright, moving along, we have the Legacy Collection edition of the Dragon Zord. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one of these back in '94 as a kid. It was extremely rare to find in stores, and now, pretty expensive in the box. I must say, I'm pretty pleased with being able to find it in the last few years. Alright, what we have here next is one of my most prized possessions in my Power Ranger Green Ranger collection. The Dragon Dagger. Another extremely hard thing to find back in 1994. Unfortunately, I was never able to find one, but I have one now. All die-cast metal, for the most part. Much better than the original that was in plastic. And it still plays that kick-ass tune. Last, and certainly not least, one of my prized possessions. In the Legacy collection, it's not a re-release. Reason being, it's the Green Ranger helmet. How could I not have it be my prized possession? At least in my Power Rangers collection. This is the very last item that I purchased at Toys R Us before they closed. Ain't that a shame? There you have it, as promised, my Green Ranger collection. And I'll tell you, I looked through every store you could imagine for these two things. Back then, wasn't happening. I missed one once, and it was that. By one person, within a minute of a parent grabbing it before me. And that was my first taste in life of defeat. But we're not defeated anymore, because I'm pretty pleased with what I have. Hope you enjoyed the video. Anyway, I'm going to name this guy right here my first subscriber. Because waiting for videos as long as you folks have, you certainly lose a few years off you, don't you? But it's okay. I won't hold it against you. I'm sure you will on me. But anyway, now that we wrapped up the Green Ranger, what am I going to do next?
Because
scanner comes through for the save again. I mean, it has to be a sign that that thing is just directing me in the right direction, right? But let me ask you something. Why did you stop that bitchin' tune? I love Night Trap. Turn that shit back on. It worked. Hope you enjoyed the video. We have a date with Destiny.